Hello everyone, I am Xiao Gang. We have finally arrived at what we consider our first chapter. We might not use the concept of chapters much. Let's use a modular approach. This chapter is about setting up our environment. All the content in this chapter should be available for free viewing. Everyone can check and verify if their own environment is normal. This video is mainly about navigation. And if your environment is already set up correctly, the content in this chapter, you can basically skip it. When I say the environment is normal, it means that you can use Apex to start our Unreal Engine. Yeah, it can be started through Apex, starting our Unreal Engine. This is it, right? Meaning you need to use version 5.43. The released engine will be fine. And then here, you need to install these debug symbols. This Android platform, you can skip installing it. Or whether you install it or not doesn't matter. Just these first few options. You need to select them all. And as for why we should select them, we will explain in detail later. Also, at the same time, you better have a complete engine. That is to say, you need to have a complete engine. So this complete engine, what does it look like? Because what we just demonstrated to you is this release version engine. The complete engine looks like this. This is what it looks like. Then we started here. Okay, we opened the Unreal Engine here. The performance configuration for this Unreal Engine is very high. Very high. Then we can look at this file. In this file, we can see our Unreal Engine version. I am using 5.4.2 here. It uses 5.4.2. Didn't use the latest one. Because using the latest would have some problems, I won't worry about it. Okay, this is the Yuanman engine. Currently, we are still in phase 1. Phase 1 probably won't use the Yuanman engine. Just that we might write independent program or doing some other DS services or something like that. We might use Yuanman engine. So whether you install the Yuanman engine now or not actually doesn't affect it. Actually, I don't really recommend you installing the Yuanman engine because since installing the system, the Yuanman engine took up about half a day of my time today. I only managed to install the Yuanman engine. And then this interface is actually obvious. We need to keep the version consistent for this VS as much as possible. Okay, let's get it started. Let's switch to Rodbook. As you can see, I don't have an error list here. You must not have an error list. Having an error list will cause you to make mistakes, meaning you will take screenshots of the error list and send them to the group, or send it to the big shot. When the big shot saw the error list, he got really angry. He asked you why you sent this stuff. Right, you see, the original engine is still pretty fast, but when we demo it later, when running it on a laptop, it was much slower then. Please bear with us for a moment, because that is only to demonstrate the environment. Also, while it's loading, let us talk to you about what version we are using. Our released version of the engine, we are using Yuanman engine. We are using E5.4.2, but as long as you ensure your Yuanman engine is okay, there shouldn't be any problem. Okay, alright, this is our Yuanman engine. We have already started it up. We don't have to worry about it at all. And this is VS. We are using 17.10.5. If I need to emphasize a detail about this part, what detail is it? Let me emphasize for you. The version of VS we used. This version is, the one we used was the Windows version. That is the Windows 10 183.2 version. At the same time, our compilation toolchain used this one. Scroll down to the bottom. In my later videos, I couldn't find this one at the bottom. So let's pause for a moment in the middle. That means you have to drag it all the way down. Drag it to the bottom. At the bottom, there's something called MSVC, and it's named this VS 2022C X 64. It's this one. We're using the toolchain for this version. Okay, so basically, we're done here. And then for version control, we initially used get. Okay, next we're going to take a detailed look at this compilation environment. We'll first explain the whole compilation workflow to you all, and then record each section into a separate video. Please use the documentation and video to check if you have completed the relevant tasks. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you everyone.